At some point in owning a classic 900, it's going to happen. Hit a bump hard enough and these old parts will snap and leave your Saab's headlamps aimed at the road. Here is an image of my Saab shortly after I fixed the crankshaft position sensor. I drove the car to the car wash to wash the body of dirt, debris, and mold. When I got out, I discovered the headlight adjusters had broke, leaving the right headlamp aimed downward. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to fix this on the left headlamp. I've already done the right side. In order to perform the replacement of these pieces, removal of the headlamp and the carrier is necessary. To remove the headlamp, the corner lens removal may be required. There are only a few fasteners holding these pieces in, so this repair should only take about 30 minutes depending on a few factors. I started by removing the lower screw for the headlamp. There's no real order in removal procedure, so you can do this in any way you desire. I then removed the two 8mm nuts that hold the corner lens and the single torque screw on top. Then remove the 8mm screws that hold the lamp carrier to the front fascia. Remove the corner lens, unplug and remove the headlight bulb, and then remove the headlamp and carrier. If your Saab has headlight wipers, simply move the wiper arm to one side and allow the assembly to pass by. You will see that when I remove the carrier that the adjuster just snapped with minimal force, and that's the purpose of this repair. That didn't take a lot of force. In fact, the right lens, which has been replaced, broke while I was driving. The lamp assembly is held to the carrier via some black fastening cones and nylon ball joints. These cones are bolted to the lamps. It is these cones and the nylon ball joints that fail over time due to the brittle nature of aged plastics. Thankfully, Jordan Pagano was able to reproduce these plastic joints and cones via 3D printing so that headlamps can be repaired. Most of the time you will only need to replace the cones and the ball joint cups, but in this demonstration I'm going to replace all of the parts. In my case, all I had to really remove was what was left of the cones. Once removed, simply bolt on the new ones. Take a look at the remains of the headlamp adjusters. You can see just how easy and effortless it is to break this brittle 30-plus-year-old plastic off. You will need to pry the white sockets off the ball retainers because you will be replacing all of these. The adjustment screws have knobs attached to the knurled end and have a ball on the opposing end. The purpose of these are to adjust the angle of the headlamp beam. One provides vertical adjustment, the other provides adjustments horizontally. To remove the upper adjuster, you will need to insert a flat screwdriver on the back side of the housing. When you do this, you should be able to see the blade of the screwdriver through this plastic slot as shown here. Pry down on the screwdriver handle to lift the plastic tabs. Once the plastic tabs lift, push the white adjuster forward and the adjuster should pop out. Before you remove the adjuster, you must remove the adjuster handle as shown here. The other adjustment screw simply backs out of the black plastic retainer. Here are the adjustment screws without the knobs. You can see they are quite rusty. A little trick to remove rust is soaking these in white vinegar. After just a few hours in vinegar, hit these with a rotating brush and the rust literally falls off. A little something for those of you who may experience rust on these parts and may not be able to source suitable replacements. Take a look at this adjuster. Note that the pivot peg is slanted on the top. The pivot peg is round and flat on the bottom. This was done on purpose. The slant is there to allow the peg to slide past the two plastic halves upon removal and installation. The OEM part is made the same way. Another thing to note is that Mr. Pagano was wise to incorporate threaded brass inserts, something the OEM parts did not have. These will ensure the adjusters will give a much longer service life. Without these, the plastic threads, such as on the OEM units, will wear out, making the adjuster useless. Insert the adjuster from the front side of the lamp carrier. Be sure that the pivot peg with the slant is facing up or on top. Insert while applying light pressure until you feel it snap into place. Then thread the adjustment screw. Once the screw is in, install the ball cup on the balls and the adjustment knob on the knurl end. Repeat for the bottom adjuster. All that's left to do now is to snap the cups into the ball sockets. Here are some close-ups of the ball sockets and the cups snapped together. Be sure they are all the way in. After you have done these steps, you can reinstall the headlamp and the corner lens, light bulbs, and now you're ready for a headlamp adjustment. Pretty simple, right? Of course it is. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. Please share, like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.